Good afternoon, Professor. I hope you're staying clean, safe, and sane throughout this whole time right now. For this week's ethics vlog video, I decided to cover chapter 23 in our book, which covered the topic of web analytics and how that can drive managing editors in newspapers to value sensational stories that drive traffic to their website compared to stories that may not be all that interesting to the casual viewer, but the stories deserve to have a light shown on them. The chapter opens with a web producer who works for a prominent newspaper in Florida. The chapter also quickly briefs you on web layouts for newspaper websites and how their front pages are set up to have a large feature story, then followed by two or three smaller stories surrounding it. The basis behind this was that this was reflecting and understanding that visitors, how they arrived on the site and moved around the site, they probably have an idea of what kind of story they're looking for or what they're trying to read already. So you're trying to get them to focus their attention at certain key spots in order to keep traffic flowing to that website. As the web producer was monitoring the results of the 2008 Super Tuesday primaries, she came across an important story that detailed how the CIA was basically admitting to torturing human beings for the first time. And she brought this up with her managing editor, and he kind of gave a blasé response. So she decided to go to a reporter who had much more experience on the subject, and the reporter said, "Yeah, this is a big deal. Trust your instincts." So she brought the story back to her managing editor, who proceeded to say that, well, in order to post the story, we would have to take down a celebrity based story that we've been running on the website, and it's a big driver of traffic, and we can't afford to do that for this story that not really many people are going to care about. In the end, the story fell flat, and the only mention it was given was through a passing crawl on the bottom of the newsfeed with no available link for viewers or per viewers of the site in order to visit. Now, I would say I probably would have fallen in this reporter's footsteps, although I think I would have been more aware of the fact that readers, especially readers now, choose what stories they read and who they read it from very closely. And it's very hard to break an audience away from something they have known and trusted forever. Basically, I feel like people, they know what they're looking for when they go to a news site, so unless they're already kind of aware of the subject matter at hand, you could show them a news story as much as you want, but unless they're already aware of something going on with it, or if they're personally invested in the story, it's probably going to be hard to drive them to that particular site to begin with.